LLC@gmail.com. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, Peter Steffen. Welcome to another edition of LOLT 360. We're here on Millennium 24 TV, Millennium TV 24. And I'm your host for today. I've been hosting for the last 3 weeks. And we're continuing the discussion on mental wellness, the discussion on life. And today we have...
You start again first.
I'm on right now. Okay. Thank you. From a production standpoint, this is a work in progress. And we're working together. I did a live earlier, and the live earlier was discussing where we started as far as Life on Life Terms. And I'm the owner of Life on Life Terms, and they say, hey, this is your baby. This is something that you should do in order to fulfill your dream, do the things that are going to be helpful to help others. And that's where the fascinating journey has begun. We started in 2017, and that year was interesting to me, because at the beginning I really did not know, like, where was I going to start? Where is my life at that stage going? You know, but then it was a culmination of various things. And on Facebook, on social media, I've been building a following, not necessarily a following intentional to be like, hey, I got a following, but just people who kind of connected to my vibe. And along the way, within connecting to my vibe, you win some, you lose some, but it's still having the integrity to perform and also be able to set something where people can become a part of this. So when I met these group of people online, on the internet, etc., Facebook, we said, hey, you know, we should do something. It seems that we vibe. It seems that we talk. Let's go ahead and do something. Now, I had prior experience because I started on TV from a public access, BronxNet. But then we moved on to Manhattan Neighborhood Network. We was in QPTV. We were also in BCAT and even Staten Island, I believe, for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. I think a show or something. And then from there, I was like, hey, I got the experience. I can do this. I know I like Adobe Premiere. I know that I like editing, I like presenting, I like the arts, and I have a way of going about it to just discuss about issues, whatever it may be, to a very basic, lower level, just understanding of how I perceive whatever issue. So not the smartest person in the camp, but still, all in all, more somebody a person can relate to. So 2017, we were like, okay, we're going to go ahead and do this and move forward. So what we ended up doing is start a support group. And that was great because I moderated it, and I figured, hey, I can talk to people, I can listen to people, I can learn from people, I can share with people, I can have something that I think can benefit people just the way I am. I wouldn't necessarily consider me an empath, but I have a lot of empathy towards people in general. Let alone, you know, I am somebody who's committed to society, the problems in society, the issues that people in society go through. So, you know, at the core, you know, I feel it's important that we get back into communities. In today's times, I kind of challenge us men in society to step into the more troublesome parts, the way we perceive things, and take ownership of what we can do to not only help others, but possibly conduct introspection and look within so we can give out. So why am I saying all this? Well, to lead you at the beginning so we can lead into the interview, and actually you get to know more about LOLT 360 and the presentation of it. Because LOLT 360 is a combination of mental wellness. We have community issues, talks, discussions. And on top of that, we have an entertainment aspect, and we've had people come from Baltimore, Boston, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and and that's a future project when we more capitalize on the entertainment kind of flow that we have with people and entertainers and people in the music industry. But bringing it all the way back, so 2017 happened. We had a group of people working together and volunteering. So all this is pretty much volunteer until we can develop our platform and provide more of a more comprehensive service. But in society you need money and things of that nature. So it's more of a production thing. And as it began, when we started, we looked at, wow, how's this going to happen? So we said, hey, we do the support group. You can moderate it. We had somebody also co-moderating to help out, and people would call. And that's a fascinating thing, the support group, because that's what started. That was the engine to everything we're doing. Support, love, peace, joy, happiness. Talk to us. Let us hear what you have to say. Let us know what is going on. And it's so fascinating. It is so fascinating what I've been learning, experiencing, because it's not easy. It's not easy to come here and perform. It's not easy to be on TV with no experience. It's not easy to host. It's not easy to be in front of the camera. But this is what I'm sharing. It's the fascination of just putting yourself in the moment. And you could take this as a life lesson. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you stand for. I don't care what you're about. Well, I do care, but the point I'm trying to make is that if I can do this, and I kind of have this looseness way, I'm, as they say, the owner of all this, as far as LOT 360, life on life terms, you can do this. So if I inspire you, just because you can make fun of me or laugh or whatever it is that you have on me, it's still something that you can do. And I ask you, if you hit me at Peter Stephan at lifeonlifeterms.com, then you as well can communicate with me. We have general inquiries at lifeonlifeterms.com. You can also reach out to get more information concerning all we do. If you go on Craigslist, Life on Life Terms, you can see we put a running ad on there. News reporters, TV reporters, presenters, hosts to come in and enjoy and become a part of the experience, because there's a big stigma in mental wellness. So bringing it back to the support group, we started the end of 2017, and we're like, okay, every first and third Tuesday. By the way, let me stop and provide you the information, because we're ongoing. I'll give an example of our support group. Fascinating. This is a fascinating point. And I don't like to do the whole cheap plugs, but hey, I got to do what I need to do. So the support group is every first and third Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right. So the 19th, if I'm not mistaken, will be our next support group. You just call the number. They'll say, please enter the code. And then you enter a code. So it's Life on Life Terms, Mental Wellness Awareness Support Group. We focus on emotional support. And emotional support is the fact that we're humans and we have to deal with our emotions based on everything we're going through. And sometimes we're like, emotions is a gray area. It's something that we all experience. We all try to handle it however we can, but from a supportive standpoint, you have us. So it's every first and third Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will hear my voice. You will meet me. You will hear the people around me. Everybody pretty much keeps it real, at least my level of real, because we're open for discussion. I'm going to make an example of that. So it's the first and third Tuesday. The number is 302-202-1108. That's 302-202-1108. You hit the code 738-556. 738-556. And you call in, and I'll tell you how it is. So you call in, and I say, hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to Life on Life Terms Support Group. Emotional support, call for anxiety and stress. And then I'm I co-moderate with the incredible Daisy. Daisy, she was in my last interview last week, just an incredible, sweet person. And what we do from there is I read the disclaimer. Now, Daisy's the moderator. We've been going on and off, trying to give each other time to kind of, separate and see what we can hang. So Daisy will speak. Well, she'll defer. Normally she starts and she'll defer to me. And then I'll read the disclaimer. After I read the disclaimer, what we do is we go and ask anybody who's there. We're going to give you a time so you can speak. We're going to give you like a minute or so, but if you want to speak more, we can go more. But this is the interesting aspect. When we go around to everybody who calls in, we give them the opportunity to express themselves. But just like in the tradition of any support group, there's no crosstalk. There's no communication, no sound. I actually mute it so the person, I mute all so the person can speak. So you have your solace where you can go ahead and speak and share what you're going through. And that's what we provide every first and third Tuesday since 2017, and we love it. And it's not a chore. I think like last week, my executive business partner, Brittany O'Donoghue, she calls me. She says the support goes on. I had a lot to do that day, so I called in and I just picked up. It's a flow, but you're welcome. You're all welcome. If you're hearing this, you are welcome to call in. And we've had, due to privacy, I can't say people's name and things along those lines, but we've had people from being incarcerated. We've had Gen Z communicate with Gen X, people over 40, 50. And it was a fascinating conversation because you never see that. The Gen Z population and the older population actually communicating peacefully. But let me get to this point. And a great example, the last support group we had, because we do topics after we go through the understanding and people are sharing what they're going through. We have topics. And last support group's topic was COVID and people with disabilities, but it ended up being COVID. But I made the statement prior to before we went. I asked everybody, can we have an open conversation on COVID about anything? About anything, the demand, the holistic aspect, the non-promotion of it, the chip, the metals, but the thing was, nobody was arguing. We were discussing, communicating, letting everybody know that there is a possibility of talking about hard, tough topics together. Religion, spirituality, politics. Well, we don't do too much on politics. That kind of goes back and forth, but it's always a topic that can elicit feelings. On the left, on the right, in the middle, on the up, on the down. And politics is essential because within the word politics, you have policy. And policy is essential. And with that being said, it goes to show people can talk. And it's always different cultures. It's always different people. It's always a monogamation, if that's the word I'm trying to reach out there, of just good spirits. And I'm very honored and I'm very excited about the potential of hearing from you on this next support group call. I would love the opportunity to hear from you, and we'll move forward in a bit. I believe my guests will be coming in. If not, I'll tell you more about LOT 360. But I definitely just want to say I thank you for viewing. This is nerve-wracking for me. I am nervous, but then again, I have you to either comment, communicate, or let me know, hey, this is how you're doing. And there's other hosts that will be coming to take this spot starting the 1st of November. But in the absence of them, there is me. And I promise you, every Saturday at 2 p.m. for LOT 360, somebody will be here until we, get it together. So, I know we're going to cut to a commercial break. And after this commercial break, I should have my guest, the incredible musician, incredible artist, Vienna Marie, ViennaMarie.com. And we should be back after these commercial messages. So stay tuned, and I look forward to talking to you.
Millennium TV, bridging communities worldwide. We broadcast diverse international content from Europe, Asia, Africa, and now right here in the USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Submit your own content to 1530entertainmentllc@gmail.com. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
Welcome back. My name is Peter Steffen, host of LOLT 360, and we are waiting in a bit to speak to an incredible person, incredible musician, incredible producer, incredible person who I'm honored, Miss Vienna Marie. She'll be chiming in about a second, and it's yeah, I can. I'm waiting for you to come on screen. You should be on screen in a bit. But as you can hear her, she is awaiting. And I am very excited because this is a great opportunity. We had an interview in the past on our other program, Life on Life Terms, and she's accepted the chance to interview again today. So just waiting for her to chime in. My experience of meeting her on social media and following her, she's such a presence. I would say in my heart, probably one of the most hardest working people in the business. I'm just amazed. I ask her, I say, how do you do it? How do you do it? And
Here,
welcome.
I had to get my
yeah, you're on.
boys to leave me alone.
Yeah, no, you're on. Hey, I'm a parent too. I get it. I know how it is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is such an honor to always speak to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Oh, okay. Let me know when you're situated. We can really. I'm doing okay. It's been a rough day trying to fix a couple of things, but are you able? Are you ready?
Yeah, I was just rolling up the window because I didn't want you to hear the outside noise. I'm sitting in the car because my house is cold.
Yeah. How was it over there where you're at? Well, first of all, where are you?
I'm in Brockton, Massachusetts.
Oh,
we were just all over the news the last couple of days.
Please share. You have an audience here that wants to know all about you. And once again, this is Vienna Marie, musician, ViennaMarie.com, www.ViennaMarie.com, ViennaMarie.com. That's VEANA Marie, a very popular name, MARIE.com. Like,
yes,
it happens to me on here. My hairs rise because every interview is so important. I
appreciate that.
I do not blow people up or bloviate over people for no reason. This is the truth. If you are a sponsor, if you're in music, if you're about music, if you're a producer, DJ, this is the person. Seriously. Like, I asked you a question, but I want to get to it. How do you end up doing so much by yourself? Please.
I mean, I wish I could take all the credit and say that I do it by myself. It ultimately lands on my shoulders. But, one of the things that I try to mentor a lot of upcoming artists is to get out of the stigma or the mindset that, you're alone and that, that you can do any of what you're doing by yourself, because nobody can. Without the help of certain key people at certain key times in my career over the last 11, 12 years, I might be the common denominator, but there was always, somebody there to advise me, help me. I always had somebody to reach out to. That's one good thing about the arts community, is that you can reach out to other artists and typically you will get your questions answered. There's nobody that's, got their hand out saying, well, I'm going to charge you for this information or that information. Most likely people are more than willing to help if you ask. Most people just don't ask.
And I can agree. I can agree with that, because as a producer, I have been in that position to offer opportunity and it's kind of developing a person from within. So you started early in church, singing in church. How did that pretty much set the pace and the tone of your music career?
I don't, not necessarily, no,
Okay.
because I was a trained musician when I was a child. So I would, play instruments and read and write music and take music theory, and I divulged in not divulged, I'm sorry, I submerged into music history and things like that. So I didn't want to just be another singer or, an instrumentalist. I wanted to be a well-rounded and educated artist, with ties that were attached to something deeper than just the top 40 hits. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So in order for you to, I feel like, to really appreciate what it is that you do, you have to understand where it comes from. So research and, the opportunity to study music in the capacity that I was studying it when I was a teenager, I think gave me an unrealistic expectation of what I was going to be getting myself into once I became an adult, getting into the music business. And like, as you can see with everything going on right now, as far as, all these artists and entertainers being arrested for their horrible misconduct.
Yeah.
Trust me, it happens. Women are often under an enormous amount of stress to either, perform or don't perform things that they're not, not necessarily part of your contract.
Sure.
So, and a lot of the times for female artists, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If you do it, there's no guarantee that it's going to benefit you. If you don't do it, there's no guarantee that people aren't going to talk about you anyway. So, I know a lot of female artists leave the business because it seems like it is always them against you, no matter who it is. Other women, men, this type of music, this genre of music, there's always some kind of blockade to get over, So it's, I don't know, it's when I decided to get back into being a serious artist, it was well after I had a label and had dropped artists and said I was tired of putting my time and my money behind other people that weren't willing to work hard. So I had all this education and I decided to put my mind to it. And 3 years later, I've gotten a pretty good buzz going on here without a large sponsorship and without, a huge, backing from anyone. This is all blood, sweat, and tears, penny pinching and coupon clipping and, sales and saving. And that's just what it is. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way to make it happen.
And you started young. At some point, you started working for a local music label, a small local, not small, but just a local. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I did. I got my training legs there, scouting for talent and stuff like that. So it kind of helped me become familiar with what I was going to be dealing with. But it was so short. That time period was so short that I hardly ever even talk about it, only because what I learned there was so little in comparison to what I ended up learning just going out and beating the pavement and coming up against conflict and handling it and dealing with the next one and handling it. So nothing beats experience. You can read as many books as you want on any subject you want, but nothing beats experience. And that's what I was getting when I moved down south, and I was basically doing arts and entertainment by myself. I was making a living by, taking pictures and shooting videos and editing and, doing digital graphics and Amazing. Anything that my art required, I learned how to do so that I could, charge for a service. That's just what you got to do.
Correct. And it's interesting because those nuggets, we have a host, a lead host, Yvette LeBoy, and she says on her interviews, dropping nuggets. And gosh, you just gave every artist who's coming into the game, man, woman, different, the nuggets. I mean, sorry, not the nuggets, the steps of diversifying. Was that one thing that you thought about, diversifying your skills in order to come into the game? Because you had that prior music knowledge. So now it seems like when you entered at a younger age, I'm not saying a young age, but at coming into the game, you kind of, your outlook was diversified. You was like, I'm not going to throw all my eggs in one basket. Was that something like how you approached it?
Honestly, I'm poor, so I had to learn how to do things myself. And in order for anybody to get good at anything, you just have to practice. So I bought programs. I taught myself. The only thing I didn't teach myself was the photography. You know what I mean? I'm a trained photographer. So I already knew that having that as a skill, would help bring me into whatever else I was doing. And because I did music and photography, I'm just like, I don't understand why I'm just not real. I could do everything label requires myself. Mm-hmm. And so I had 2 artists that I started putting out. I ended up with the management company, and then I ended up with the photography company, and I ended up with the production company. So we were Spacebound Productions ENT music group. We weren't even a label. We were a music group because we did everything. And because we kept everything in house, we could charge, bundled prices. So instead of you spending $150 on this digital logo and 250 on this photo shoot and editing, and I would put everything together in a package and say, bam, here's $700. You're gonna get a video, a photo shoot, everything edited, everything. You know what I mean? So it ended up just being beneficial for me to have more skills.
Wow.
And I like being behind the camera. I much prefer being behind the camera. I would rather write and have somebody sing for me than have me go out and do it myself. But at the end of the day, it's so hard to get people to focus and to commit to doing something that is, that isn't completely theirs. Working together seems to be really hard for people.
By the way, I like your nails. Your nails are very nice.
Thank you.
I like your nails.
Look at you, got all distracted by my nails.
No, I'm not distracted by your nails. I'm not distracted. I am honored. Like honored. You are clearly showing people the hard work and determination needed to succeed. Why did you not get discouraged? Or did you get discouraged in the process?
I mean, I think I get discouraged on a monthly basis, sometimes a weekly basis, but
okay.
There's a difference between being discouraged out of doing something and being turned away from what you believe your calling is. And I already turned away from music once and thought that was what was expected of me. That was what the trajectory of my life was going.
Sure.
And I was okay with that. I was willing to accept that and just be a stay-at-home mom with my kids, take care of my family. But there was just something that Can you hold on a second?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, of course. And I just want to tell the audience, we will be cutting to a commercial break soon. But if you really listen, not really, but you do listen, you are listening. She said a big word. She was poor. Now, a lot of us start when we don't have anything. But look at the person she's become today. Look at
Millennium
the nuggets.
TV, bridging communities worldwide. We broadcast diverse international content from Europe, Asia, Africa, and now right here in the USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Submit your own content to 1530entertainmentllc@gmail.com. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Peter Steffen. Welcome to LOT 360. We're interviewing with Vienna Marie, artist, producer extraordinaire, marketer, promoter, really an exciting career that she's got herself a part of. And we may have lost her due to communication or something, but I want to emphasize the points on what she made. Number one, resiliency in society and life in general. The name of this channel is Millennium 24 TV. That's 24/7, 365 of just giving you community worth of information, community messages, talking about the real topics. And when I referenced before the comment of her beginning, it has to be hard. I can only imagine. She kind of emphasized being a woman in the industry and how hard that is and the things they experience. And I feel it's so important. It's so important that when you see interviews, or if you know people, or if you talk to people, or if you're in the music industry, learn, constantly learn. And maybe do your best not to be pigeonholed into an uncomfortable situation, or maybe do your best to seek knowledge, or maybe do your best to communicate with somebody who is more knowledgeable. They say everything is done in advance before you, and therefore we come in through the back end. But we also have to look towards those people who have the experience, be able to communicate and just say, hey, I'm interested. Anything helps in your progress and you being able to present your best you to not only the people around you who are probably depending on you, judging you, hoping the best, hoping the worst, but the person in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and see what you see. It's so fascinating. Once again, I use like these words, fascinating and interesting and things like that. And it kind of keeps me in line with my modality of just being true to me. And it's kind of like my life is very structured, but a lot of times I go out the box and kind of see what's new, what's going on there. But it's the structure that's gotten me to this day to reach this platform to be able to communicate with you. So going back to Vienna Marie, I can tell you a couple of things about her. In 2012, she came out with her first mixtape called The Heat Is Calling. And I wanted to talk to her about Welcome to My World track. It felt like at that point she had a story to tell, and that was something I wanted to share with her and talk with her, but we probably lost comms. So if we don't have her back, I'll have her out on a future show and more in depth. Because one thing about Vienna Marie also, she also helps our company, Life Online Turn, from a consultant advisor standpoint to give us direction and understand what it is out there in the music industry as we go into that direction and life in general. Totally quality person. www.viennamarie.com. That's VEANAMARIE.com. Check it out now. It's such a soulful, beautiful feel. Like such an amazing person. If you're a sponsor, she's in Broxton. She's over there, and she's can use your support. You can reach out and grow with her. Start something new, something fresh, something original, something that you know you're going to get quality work from a person who has put in the time, as she obviously does. You know, so if you don't know, now you do. Now you do. Now you have the opportunity to also expand, and that's why you come here every Saturday, 2 p.m., LOLT 360, to go ahead and, learn something or be able to communicate on the Facebook page. If you go Millennium TV 24, the Facebook page, you'll see a couple of past shows on what I've done, but also other shows like Kim Seabrook and the other people you have there. I think Cap No Cap is what I was seeing, a couple of shows there. And this whole network is full of so much raw organic energy that we're looking for you. I'm going to do this plug. We're looking for you to become a part. And if you are interested in being a news reporter, being on the camera, or contributing to not only Millennium TV 24 or our production LOLT 360 or our other program Life on Life Terms, or even coming to our support group, just contact us. You can get us at general inquiries at lifeonlifeterms.com. General inquiries at lifeonlifeterms.com and say, hey, I'm interested in getting involved, because what you see is real organic growth. Now, the more professional host that would be coming to present, coming to show you all that, here we are, here's a presentation. They're more structured. They're more geared to give you more of a polished look. I'm the owner. I should be giving you the most polished look. I should be giving you the best. But I'm on top to make sure that, and it's not that I'm on top, but I'm the owner because my dream, my vision was shared with the people I work with, and they okayed it. Because I say, as far as Life on Life Terms and those I deal with, you come before me. I am not perfect, but I am perfectly fit to be able to address the tough issues in society as well as life. And that's where we're going with this discussion right about now. So I'm going to bring it all the way back and talk back in the support group, which was 2017 when we started. And then we just kept it going. And it's been quite a consistent ride of every first and third Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time of just talking and listening to each other. And I was just mentioning before how we had a conversation in our last support group about COVID. Not only did we talk about COVID, we did it in a respectful manner. And I myself, the moderator, and I'm emphasizing I myself as the moderator, because when I speak, it's going to give more of an impact to people. I said, okay, everybody, this is it. The time has come. Let's either make it or break it. COVID. Whatever you want. Whatever you want to say. Whatever conspiracy theory, non-conspiracy theory, etc. The time is now to talk. But it's expected to blow up. It's expected to argue. It's expected to fight. It's expected for the worst of the worst of the worst to happen. But what ended up happening? We end up having a discussion where people were listening. Within the support group, there are some people who like to talk. They were quiet. Not only were they quiet at the end, when we came around to final thoughts, it piqued my interest. Hey, he was pretty quiet. What's up? I was listening. I was listening. Now imagine that. Listening. How valuable is that? We normally replace listening with hearing. We normally replace listening with rapid responses. You say something, I say something. You say something, I say something. So within this interview, within this segment, within this time of me to share with you, there's a lot of little nuggets and stuff I'm going to push out there just so you can absorb and just say, hey, if you're experiencing things, you're not alone. More reason to contact us. More reason to communicate with us. More reason to go ahead and say, hey, I may not like how that guy looks. I may not like that guy, but there's something about what he's saying that can relate to me and also raise me up. Raise me up. And I was about to go in preacher mode and start saying my brothers and sisters. I'm not a preacher. But what I am is true to me. It's very interesting. And it relates to not what's the best part of me, but what's not the best part of me and what I'm willing to grow and learn. And more so being a parent and having children, it's like, oh, that's dad. Oh my God. But I'm here and I'm live, and it will only be liver. I live to be live. There you go. I'm also a poet. I won't share a poem, but and I'm not going on a tangent. I'm giving you more of my personality and how that relates to the support group, so that you clearly understand that the person behind the support group or the person who's here on camera is probably like y'all, just probably different. You're more handsome, you're more beautiful. But with that being said, you're in better shape, obviously. But with that being said, this is a great opportunity for me to share with you what I'm about. And therefore, through what I'm about, you can go ahead and see. And of course, once again, it's not that I'm perfect. We all have our moments. But in Just, I'm here to connect with you and let you know that you have me to go ahead and if you're in this line of work, or maybe not, you want to share an interesting story or talk about mental wellness, then you have me right here. Or every Saturday, tune in on the Facebook page, Millennium TV 24. You can go there. You can see comments. You can put it in. It's a great platform for us to communicate. I come from a time where communication wasn't as easy as it is today, and I'll say it like that. And the reason why I say it like that is because look at the growth and what we all are seeing, what's around us, what's happening, what's to come in the future. So it was harder back then. And talking about back then, after the support group was already established, because we work incrementally. We work slow. We work thorough. We make sure our, cross the T's and dot the I's are there. And we move in a manner where everybody can have a stable foundation, a stable platform to communicate. So we said, hey, I said, hey, team, you know what? And it was mentioned before, but let's start the video program. Life on Life Terms. Whoa, heavy. Life on Life Terms. By the way, what is that? What does Life on Life Terms mean to you? And that's not a classy slogan, a cliche, or no, a classy slogan. Just a question. What does Life on Life Terms mean to you? And that's a fascinating question, because when I first heard Life on Life Terms, and I'll get to the starting of the video program in a bit, it started when I was in a shelter. Now, I may have probably mentioned that on shows, prior shows. I may have actually commented on that. But my friend was I was in a shelter. And my friend says, you living on life terms. I said, I don't know what that means. So I was somewhat feeling a certain way. I work a lot. I'm also a videographer, and I'm editing so much, and also learning SEOs, etc. He told me, he said, you're living on life terms. I said, what do you mean? And then he left. He came back. So for the other few days, we were going back and forth on talking about what is life on life terms. So he says, Life on Life Terms started in this alcohol rehabilitation group. And they kind of use it as a 12-step program, chips, etc. And I was like, wow, that's fascinating. And for anybody out there who's experienced that, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your stories. If you had a problem with liquor, or you attended groups, or is there something you want to share? General inquiries at Life on Life Terms. General inquiries at Life on Life Terms. Say, hey, I'd definitely like to interview with you or talk with you, etc. And, let's continue the discussion. So I felt, hearing Life on Life Terms, that's ambiguous. It's very ambiguous, very different. I'm moving so much, I know I got itch. My leg is itching. But I'm always honest on what I'm experiencing. I share with you just so that you kind of know I'm living in the moment, and I'm very aware, and probably not the most professional host or TV presenter in the world, but I believe that you listening, you can learn from me as well as me learning from you, and I hope we can learn from each other in the future. General inquiries at Life on Life Terms. And we went off and said, we're going to start the program. We're going to start this program. And not only we started the program, it was like, wow, we're now entering the media platform. So here we go. We got a support group. And now we got a video program, which we promoted on BronxNet, local cable. And it was a fascinating dichotomy. It was a fascinating environment. And I felt to myself, wow, this can happen. This can grow. So we're going to go to these commercial break in about a second or two. But prior to that, I just want to say thank you for watching. And I really appreciate it. Vienna Marie, remember ViennaMarie.com. Definitely, tune into our website, follow her, and also on social media, Vienna Marie. Very powerful person. And when we come back, we'll talk more about LOLT 360 and the direction. So I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for listening and giving me the opportunity to share. It's truly